Hello. Is it Nathan or I remember your username, but it might be combining two different people that I remember into one. Hi, Chiwe. Yes, thank you for noticing. I'm trying to get a lot more active. I've been feeling bad that I haven't uploaded recently. I've been going mostly live. I had like a sort of like a, I don't know, not a crisis, but like, yeah. Hi, Sleepy. Okay, cool. Hey, Nathan. I'm glad I remembered that correctly. Ah, I'm good. Um, I'm trying to hustle, basically. I'm like, if I go live more and get more donations and paid readings and things like that, that that might keep me afloat. So I updated my description. It now says like, buy me a smoothie, support the channel. So yeah. My day is good. We woke up early. We slept early last night. We woke up early today. We probably got a little bit of cleaning done. At least we created a bit of a game plan. I did some, okay, so big update. I'm getting into game development. So I continued with my program, with my video game. So I got a little bit more progress there with my project. And then after that, we took a break. We were gonna do dishes, but we decided to do other things first. So we went and we got Jamba Juice. We got smoothies. So this is a really good smoothie. I'm really enjoying it. And I was like, when we get back, I'm gonna go live and do readings. And yeah, here we are. We got this whole like setup, but the camera wasn't able to get it. But it's really, really cute. See, got like aquamarines and everything. But yeah. Hi, Passion Writer. I'm glad I went live right now. I guess I caught you all at a really good time. Because there are some times where I go live and I'm like, oh, geez. Like, and then after like 10 minutes, a few people show up. I'm like, okay. And then it goes up. And then like there's more people. And I'm like, okay, cool. But yeah, luckily I signed on at a good time. There's like names that I like, familiar faces, so to speak. It's very reassuring. So I'm glad you're all here. Aha. Okay, that's good to know. I've reached out to a few people sometimes for like Instagram readings. So that is good to know. Yeah, if you want to share your Instagram for anyone who is interested in checking your Instagram out, you can feel free. Chiwe also has tarot Instagram. Hi, Margaret. Just for me. And that's sweet. I have this like drawer now, and I've got some decks in there. So, Chiwe raccoon. That's funny. I'm gonna take that deck out. Take this one. Take this one. I'll take this one. Great time now. Off work. Had to take my husband to his doctor appointment. Wow. I actually went live today, not just to go live, but because someone from yesterday or from 2 days ago told me that they have Tuesdays and Wednesdays off. So that's really synchronistic. Hello. Hi, Flower Witch. Ah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember. I think we met on Instagram at one point, very early when I first started my Instagram account. Feeling bad that like I can't draw a name right now, or that's someone else entirely. Hi, Seashell Case. I remember you now. You were here the other day. Yes. Let's get started. So I'm going to say Seashell Case is the first reading. Anyone who would like to get on the list, just go ahead and put on the chat that you'd like a reading. And if anyone would like to get a list going for me, I appreciate it. If not, no worries. I can get a list going as well. But yeah. Ooh. Yes. Whoa. Yes. Here's the current list. We're going to start with Seashell Case, since they were the first person who asked. Oh, cool. Cool, Margaret. You'll just have to remind me about specifically with the reading later. So, I'd like to know what you see in the future for this new project I'd like to embark on. Well, I just see success because I don't know. I am an optimistic person and sleepy. Let's add sleepy to the list as well. Ooh. We get the Queen of Wands. Yeah, know your self-worth. That like it's a journey about like confidence building. So there is that. The word pride was on that card too. So maybe this project you're working on, you take great pride in it, or you should. You should feel proud of yourself for trying something new, or for trying this pursuit. Maybe finally, after all this time. Let's see. Ooh, the sun, positive. That's cool. Rebirth, illumination, visualization. Yeah, it's like reigniting a flame. Like there's still passion, there's still time. You're like, whoa, I can still get on this. Like maybe I didn't get to start on this before, but I can start on it now. Or maybe you got started before, but it never really got to take off. And it's like now it can. And then we've got the Queen of Cups showing up as well. And it sort of showed up reversed a little bit. But with the Queen of Wands, I saw it's like emerging. So maybe like you're worried that it's not gonna, that like you've had this happen before where you build up a little bit of spark and inspiration, but then like it fizzles and you never seem to like keep going. Like you take some baby steps, but then it like falls. Maybe that's been a pattern that you've seen before. But this is like showing you that like that's not true. Like in some ways at least, like because those steps still mattered because you did gain a little bit of experience, even if it's just a little. And now that you're revisiting it and you're going to get into it, you're going to see that those past experiences have still paid off. I'll go ahead and relate with you. I'm starting on game development, and this is the first time I've really gotten into it so much the farthest I've made it so far. However, years in the past, I did learn a little bit of programming, C++ or C sharp. I think it was C sharp that I learned, but I know that they're very similar. But anyways, after a while it fizzled out and I stopped doing coding and programming, and I felt like I didn't really gain a lot of experience. That at the time I was, but then it fizzled and it's like how much of it really stuck? I don't remember any of it. However, once I got back into game development and I found a nice tutorial online, I realized I was able to follow along the tutorial very, very well, and that I understood all the code being written a lot better because of my past experiences, even though I felt like it was only a tiny bit and that it fizzled and that I lost the knowledge. So maybe you can relate to that in some ways, Seashell Case, with this new project that you'd like to embark on. Maybe you have more confidence and more experience than I do. So I'm not sure where exactly you're at on the process, but the energy is sort of the same. Oh, cool. I actually have to learn Adobe for this project in it or in video creation. So that's really interesting. We're both doing something like digital, computer based. I almost grabbed this. I was like, time for my smoothie, but my smoothie's over here. So yeah, and I'll read this to you now. It says, for the Queen of Cups, longevity, commitment, and eternity. So this is something that is for the long run. These skills that you're building are going to, like, I feel like you're committed to it. It's a positive thing to commit your time to it. It's a nifty skill, a helpful skill, helpful talent to like keep building and growing with. Let me just exit my Discord. Um, and yeah, something that's going to last for a long, long time. At least, that's what I get with this combo. And then, funny enough, on this other deck that I have, we've got the Flame card, and it says Eternity. So that's two different decks that has the word Eternity. Something you've actually always loved. You used to love programming as a child. That's so funny that, like, how I was relating with it, that it happens to be like very, very similar. Will it bring cash? Lol. I mean, this looks like a solid yes. Like, what? How wouldn't it bring cash? You know, I have that same kind of confidence, like issue, I guess, insecurity. I don't know, worry. I should say, yeah. I have that same worry or concern where I'm like, I'm getting into game development, but like, what if I don't figure it all out and this and this and that? But like realistically, like I'm probably gonna end up getting games out there. People might very well be interested in them. People might donate. People might literally buy like a finished product that you make, whatever this project is about. The fact that you used to love programming as a child also means that you're also in it for yourself. Like you're also doing it because it's enjoyable to you. So it's something you actually like. And in this world, this day and age or whatever, digital based things for currency is extremely big. It's growing more and more each day. There's so much of an audience for it. We're literally communicating through online digital stuff right now, you know? So I think it will bring cash because this is something that, digital projects already have proven to do in this world. So, but let's go ahead and flip some cards on that. But the Sun card and the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands sounds like a lot of success, positivity, and longevity. Longevity, there we go. And like when I think longevity, like the long run, it's like it's a investment, like a worthwhile like thing that will pay off in the long run. So maybe right now while you're still building more tools and stuff, you might not see it paying off so much. But like I feel like if you commit to it and you keep growing with it and keep getting creative and coming up with what you want to like develop or design or create, yeah, you're going to have to put yourself out there, I think, one way or another, because otherwise, how else will people find your products and stuff like that? But yeah, if anything, there's even like freelance work just by developing the skills. You can like find websites online and literally do freelancing and like create something that people request and they pay you for it. So it's like that's something that you can just do so long as you know how to do it. So I think in every way, like working on this will give you a skill set that will bring in cash. But let's flip some cards on that. We get bread, hospitality, and then we've got key, unlock. And on the back of the deck, 999, profound lessons are at hand. Completion of a cycle is near. So it's like this is going to unlock the door for new opportunities, for more opportunities. So maybe this specific exact project you're working on is the key to opening up for new doorways and opportunities. So maybe this exact project might not be, I mean, this is like, I was about to say might not be the breadwinner because we've got the bread card here. And what I mean by that, like the top bread card, the top piece of bread. I don't know. This is a weird analogy, but I think it's going to bring in something financially. And I feel like, but mostly it's going to be about expanding your horizons, building more of a skill set, and that's going to give you the ability to make even more projects. And I feel like you're going to be able to like mass produce whatever this project is. So I hope that resonates. That's what I've got. I think bread, key, and 999 are really good cards for the question, will it bring cash? So obviously time will tell, but that's what I've got for you. I'm going to update the list and add Chiwei to it. Yes. I love that passion writer. You got they literally have passion in the name. So, yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Passion writer. What would you like a reading on? Chopper. How's your match going?
They're on maintenance right now.
Of course they're on maintenance.
I'm watching
Classic.
a Blender tutorial.
Oh, cool. Whoa. All right. I would really like to know how my husband is going to do with his surgery and recovery. Aw. Yeah, healing is always hard. Let's see. Let's look into it. So I hope everything goes well. Hi, Effie. Hello, hello. I'm back. Hopefully I can get some uploads onto the channel soon. I feel bad that I haven't uploaded any like pick a cards or anything in a while. Space Vibes, hello. Thank you for subscribing and liking. Yes. Yes. Get in on this list. Oh, oops. I need to fix my list. Hold on. Oof, sleepy. Almost messed that up. And then Chiwei. Space Vibes. So, Passion Rider 19, how is your husband going to do with his surgery and recovery? We've got the judgment card. It says prioritization, analysis, and practicality. I'm getting like, so long as he prioritizes health and restoration and self-care, maybe slowing down and like planning out carefully, like taking practical steps, that I feel like focusing on that can bring in some really positive physical results. We've got the Five of Cups reversed. Five of Cups are an underlying emotional issue, self-doubt and fear. So it's like, I feel like this is saying you have nothing to worry about, or there's nothing to fear. Like, this is like a positive combination, sort of saying like, this is important and it's going to turn out okay. Like, maybe he's hopefully not too worried himself. Then we've got the Nine of Swords, which is the fears card, but it's upright. Secret dealings, rumors, provocation. Those are just keywords. Um, so I think this is like the reality that like there's nothing to worry about, or that at least like maybe doctors have the doctor visit or whatever. Maybe they express that this is important, but that they have a very good success rate, that it goes well generally, things like that. Like generally nothing to worry about. But maybe mentally, like it's still scary for you guys. It's, like health and things like that, is understandable to have concerns and to be worried. We have a lot of fears about it because there's always a lot going on with our bodies. But I'm getting with this combo that very likely that things will turn out okay, and that so long as you keep focused, that things will like, and by focus I mean keep focused on like healing, keep focused on like, okay, let's make plans to find what works for us physically, for our bodies. And like as you guys take those steps and as he takes those steps, I feel like the recovery process should go well. So that's what I get with this combo, and just like how I feel. Obviously, I don't know, but I'm hoping for the best and for a nice and um, uh, swift recovery. But I'll flip two more cards. Hi, Ruth Tan. I saw your hello. I wanted to say hi. I just didn't want to lose that message. You should get on the list, Effie and Ruth. If the both of you would like to get on the list, let me know. And then we got Uranus, which says passion, indulgence, sexuality, and the Six of Swords, identity, essential nature, and awareness. Also, just know that what you're passionate about, as you know, is not a bad thing. I feel like this is a message to your husband that, like, maybe he's worried, like, oh, I got too indulgent and look what happened. I'm like getting like he maybe is going to go a little more within, reflect, find a little more like spiritual meaning behind the health situation that came up with this surgery and everything, and kind of maybe come back into alignment with his self, his more higher self, and like kind of see why, or like what this pain represents spiritually speaking, like finding meaning behind it and seeing that his desires are good and more worth following than like what society says to do. So it's like maybe he's listening to his heart more now, like quite literally, because of these health scares. So that's what I get. Um, and I think that's a good thing. And so like I feel like he's gonna have a lot to reflect on how to clear away some of his fears and anxieties, maybe not just about health, but just about life in general through this uh, journey. So I think it'll go good. And I missed your message, Flower Witch. So my apologies on missing that. Um, and yeah, once again, hi Ruth Tan. It's really good to hear from you. Okay, so I hope that was a good reading, Passion Writer. I might pull like maybe a few oracle cards. Aww! Yay! I'm glad to hear. Yeah. I get more sort of a little bit worried when I do more serious readings. I think all readings are kind of serious, but I'm like, oh geez, like like trying to be confident, trying to, be sure, and yeah, it's hard, but I'm glad this was helpful. Hammer, force. To me, this is like, yes, like a solid thing. Like, I feel like this is like a wake up call for your husband on like getting health prioritized. And I think that's a good thing. Let's get one more card. 222, partnerships and balance. Pay attention to the new people in your life. Take time to balance your time and energy in existing ones. I'm mostly getting 222. 2 minutes passed by and it was 111. Or let me rephrase that. It's 113 right now. So it's been 2 minutes since 111 and we got the 222 card. So that's interesting. And twos, yeah, are about partnerships and balance, creating harmony, peace. So I think this is going to be very healing, perhaps for your relationship, not just with each other, but for like new relationships and existing relationships, um, relationships with yourself, with parts of yourself, stuff like that. So I think this is going to be a really positive thing in the end. And that it has been so far because it's been shifting things into alignment for where to put your focus in life for both of you. So yeah, cool. And thank you all for the likes and for joining. Flower Witch, I'd love to hear what you would like a reading on. Okay. May I have any messages from my spirit team that they want me to know, especially when it comes to my career? Thank you. You are absolutely welcome. Okay, let's do this. Thank you, Passion Writer. I appreciate hearing that. Also, I'm going to take a minute that if anyone would like to donate. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ruth. I need to add you to the list. I'm going to be doing donated readings prioritized. So I'm going to do Flower Witch's reading just because I just pulled the first card. It's the Nine of Swords again. I'm right in the middle of that one. But Ruth Tan, I don't know, donation list takes priority. We've got Ruth Tan list still open. Cool. Chiwei. Yes, and in the order that you all let me know that you've donated is the order I'll put that list. Thank you so much. Honestly, that is one of the motivators for me being here. As you all know, I like going live just in general, but I want to share my big news with this channel because a lot's happening, but I pretty much need to pull together whatever I can or whatever we can to get these plans solid. So yeah, thank you, Ruth. I'll continue with this reading. But yeah, I just want to take a minute that anyone who would like to donate and is able to, I have donation links below. Let me know so I can thank you personally live, and that I'm happy to to do your reading. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot the last part of what I was saying just now. I get a little bit overwhelmed on the channel sometimes, but that's not any of your fault. So don't worry. But yeah, it means a lot to me. And no worries if you are not able to. I'm still happy to help do a reading in any way I can. Thank you, Flower Witch. And you deserve it too. I hope everything comes together for you as well, which we're doing a reading on right now of what your spirit team wants you to know. So we'll start with that, especially when it comes to career. So we've got the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Wands reversed. So maybe you're feeling anxious because perhaps you feel like you don't have inspiration or you don't know what the epiphany or the idea is that's gonna make everything come together, so to speak, and bring in all of that like financial success career wise, and that you're passionate about. Like maybe you've got a bit of a pathway, but it's like you're not passionate about it, like the workforce or something. But you want to step away from that and step into your power and do your own thing. Thank you for the subscription, or thank you for subscribing, Rishika. I will add you to the list. Aw. Yeah, thank you, Ruth Tan. I feel the support. I remember you've supported and donated in previous live streams as well, so it really means a lot to me. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. I hope that's resonating so far, Flower Witch. If that sounds like your energy, where you feel like you're maybe feeling anxiety, that you need to figure out the perfect idea where everything comes together like right away, like all of it, like, that kind of anxiety where we're like, we have to figure this out. Like everyone's counting on me or I'm counting on me. Like if I don't do it, who will, like sort of like that kind of an energy. But the good thing is like the Ace of Wands is here and it's a start. And it feels like I just get this feeling like you have this fear that maybe you feel like you don't know where to start. But maybe your spirit team wants to remind you, and this says rejuvenating fulfillment in marriage, like a union of sorts, that you've already been fulfilling your path. You've already been like doing what you're passionate about, which is like yourself and living life. Trying to start up your own career, but not sure if you'll make enough abundance for it to be your main source of income. So you've been applying to regular jobs in the meantime. And I think that's smart. I know quite a few people who are doing that path. Um, yeah, I won't name specific names just for like privacy's sake, but I think that's really, really smart. And I think it will work out. But you're right, it may take time. Like the Ace of Wands, but like also with the Ace of Wands reversed, and it says like creative vision, artistic creation, the creator. I feel like it's saying like it's an anxiety that you don't have a good start, but that you really have everything you need to get started. So, yeah. And the Ace of Swords on the back. I think this is actually a really good idea. It's something that's worth pursuing in. So, I think what this is, it's like you actually have all the pieces you need to do this. There's just that anxiety of like feeling like not enough, but that ultimately it's like this 10 of cups rejuvenation, which is very healing, um which is the message I was saying about how like feels like you already are living your journey, like doing what you're passionate about. And I think what the Ace of Swords is reminding us is that if you were to actually keep going into this, investigate further in this career of your own that you're trying to create, I think it absolutely can be your main source of income. I think we absolutely deserve like everything for ourselves, to live the life that we feel we're meant to live, which is revolutionary because we break out of these molds. We literally break the mold. For some random reason, that song from Shrek was playing in my head earlier today. All Star, if any of you know that song, I just realized that song is actually sort of ahead of its time. Like, whoa. Yeah, it's like only shooting stars break the mold. Yeah, is that last part of the lyric. So it's a song really dedicated to just saying like live your life and have fun. Um, and things will like work out. Shrek. Yeah. Yeah, I think you know the song. Yeah. It's actually a good song. I actually really like it. I swear that song was from Shrek. I'm like 99% sure. Um, maybe it was just like its own song, but Shrek featured it. Shrek. But anyways, we're gonna pull a few more cards. Now we're getting like the Strength card reversed. We're getting the King of Swords, silent observation, subtleties, and opportune timing. I'm getting like this is saying like you don't need to wait any longer to start up on this. Like this is sort of saying like get started. I feel like your spirit team is telling you to like do this, that like you've been paying attention and like waiting for the right time. You've been patient enough. It's time for you to get to do what makes you happy full time, which that might inspire you to like not take up a regular job. But I feel like do what makes you feel most secure. If you feel like you have time to apply for some regular jobs and if you set some smaller hours maybe there so you have more time for yourself and you feel good about it. And if you don't, you can always quit or change the hours, whatever you need to do. But I'm getting like, yeah, it's time that you really put your journey first and just keep doing it, which you have been doing. So yeah, wonder if that's why you haven't been getting callbacks from the jobs you've been. Okay, this happened to me as well years back. I was like, okay, maybe I really shouldn't do this. Like maybe I'm way in over my head. I'm so like entitled to assume that I deserve freedom like everyone. Okay, I'll apply. And I applied to a bunch of jobs. I got a bunch of interviews, and the interviews went really surprisingly well. And they really wanted to hire me. And then they went through the whole process. And right before the hiring day, they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, the position's full. Like, thank you for like your time." And then like each like job got like canceled all on its own, even though like I showed up for each one. I showed up for the interviews. I did each step, and it was every single job. Even though they were all sounded pretty nice, and the person who interviewed me seemed really, really kind, and it just like didn't happen. So I feel like your spirit team will kind of like have your back. Like, it's like maybe that is why. It doesn't mean that you don't have it doesn't mean that you can't keep trying. I feel like if you really want to push it, that you would really like some job security, that you'll land a job, you'll find one and you can get some work in that regard and get like paycheck type of income, so you don't have to give up on applying if you don't want to. But I'm just getting like, yeah, it's maybe those are signs to remind you like keep spending that time on yourself and your pursuits, your passion to like make a life for yourself where you can just be and like you'll have supporters. I never thought I'd have this kind of support. And honestly, this is only why it's possible for me so far to do what I'm doing. And I'm still scared. I still like have a ways to go of like reaching more voices and audience, but it was just simply from trying and just doing it and just kind of like living my life. And this sort of just happened. I'm not trying to jinx myself here, but I feel like you can really make it happen, Flower Witch. So I think that's what your spirit team wants you to know. I'll just pull an oracle message and we will move forward. I literally split this deck and I got 222 partnerships and balance. So yeah, I feel like collaborating with people and like opening up and like building relationships is maybe going to be the key, or one of the keys to your journey, Flower Witch. So yeah, I'm glad. Yes, come back anytime. Like literally, I'm gonna try to be here more often as I can, with my big news update, which I will let you all know in April. I promise, and it's gonna be huge, and all of you are gonna love it. But anyways, once that happens, I'm planning to be here a lot more full time. Hi, Rishika. Yes, you may ask. I just have a list that is not too long, I don't think, but I have about 4 more readings or so to go, I think. So I'm sorry if I don't get to you, Rishika, if you don't have the time. But um, yeah. Hi, Bianca. I will try to be fast or as timely as I can. Yes, I'll be here in April. I promise I'll let you all know what the news is. You're welcome, Flower Witch. Any heads up for the big news? I will give it a heads up, yes. Before April, you will all know what my big news is. Thank you, Rishika. I appreciate the patience. Um, but yeah, I will let you all know. I've let a few people in person know. So if anyone's like really, really wanting to know, you can like DM me on like Instagram or something and I'll let you know. But just like in a public view, I'm trying to keep things like on the down low. I'm glad. Yeah. I try to create a safe space for everyone. So I'm glad that you're feeling positive vibes. Um, and yeah, hi, Bianca. Anyone else who wants to get added to the list, please let me know. I am going to update the list. So Ruth Tan is up next. Chiwe, I would still like to do your reading next if you've come up with your question as well. So let's see, we've got Sleepy. Space Vibes. Rishika. And anyone who donates, let me know. And I'd love to give a public thank you and put you on the donation list. Donation list will be prioritized just because I feel like that is fair. Thank you, Bianca. Yes, I have a lot more content planned. I'm going to be doing video game content of me gaming, live streaming. I have game development content because I'm getting into game development. And then we, of course, have the tarot content. And hopefully I get back into vlogging. Your typing sounds give me ASMR. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, Effie. Yeah, anyone else who would like to be added to the list, let me know. Oh, Bianca, yes. So I'm going to add Bianca. Thank you, Passion Writer. That's really sweet. Okay. Bianca. Yeah, this is really unorganized. Sorry. I'm going to just put Margaret somewhere in the list. Margaret, if you know where you're at on the list, you can let me know. But if you're okay with where I place you, then cool. Okay. Ruth Tan, will my friend help me with a loan? Let's see. So I hope this resonates with you, Ruth. I think you might have asked me a similar question last time I was live, and I don't remember what the message was that came through, but got the Five of Swords. I think it was something like the Five of Swords, though. Cool. I'm glad to hear that, Margaret. So it says structural stability foundation risk analysis. And then we've got Two of Earth, science education mentorship. I'm leaning towards yes. I'm leaning towards that they'll help you out. Or they can at least provide some resources to help you. Quasar, exchange of energy consumption, is a spooky looking card, but the keywords are nice. Three of Earth, development, apprenticeship, initiation. So yeah, we've got in mentorship, apprenticeship, and we've got the Page of Cups, message of hope, or a message of peace, hope, and optimism. So you're welcome, Flower Witch. Thank you for getting a reading with me, and I'm looking forward to everything moving forward for you. You can always reach out, and we can try and collaborate a little bit, or at least just link up on more social media. My Instagram is Sunmushy. Yes. And by the way, I'm currently a private account on Instagram, so just send a follow request and I will be sure to accept whoever. I had to do it for some privacy measures, but yeah, don't worry about that. And then we've got Black Hole, which says drain of resources, dangerous undercurrent. I think this is so risk analysis. So Ruth, I think you can get the loan, but it's about if you feel comfortable with it and if it makes the most sense to you. I feel like you're a reasonable person and that your friend can also be reasoned with. Hey you. That's funny. I like your username. Yes, absolutely. I'd love to add you to the list. So yeah, Ruth Tan, hopefully you're still here. And I hope this is all resonating. I'm not sure how much I've really said. I've just been getting the message, which is this friend sounds like someone who's a good mentor or can offer resources or advice. Does she have the money to give me the loan? That's a good question. Does she have the money to give me the loan? So obviously I'm an interpreter, so I'm just going to read the messages so I don't I can't just know the answer, but we get this and there's the star. So this is the balance energy. I feel like that's saying to work on communication, that you could ask pretty much, does she is a nice person indeed. Yay. And Hawk, the messenger card. So I feel like this is saying like to communicate with this friend. I feel like I don't know where they're at financially. I think they're also in a tight spot. So I don't know how much money the loan is. But like I think if you communicate, I don't know if you've asked her yet. I'm kind of getting that like maybe like maybe you'd like to work together rather than like getting a loan at this moment, or at least communicate and see where you're both at. But does she have the money to give you the loan? Ace of Wands, upright. I think you've got the right idea. I think she's got the right idea to give you, or like the right support. So I don't know if she has the physical money to give the loan, but I think she wants to help and that she will help most likely. Like I'm getting a very supportive energy and like someone who's like practical but careful. So like I'm not so sure how comfortable your friend is with like giving a loan at this exact time. So I'll just like look at the receptive energy to giving a loan at this time. The Page of Swords, disposition, tendencies, governing principle. I think they're going to be really objective about that. So if it's not like the best time, they might not be ready to, but they'll be honest with you. So I feel like I think you have to like communicate with your friend to see. Sorry about that, Space Vibes. I will try to be back live later at a better time. Thank you, Rishika. If you all don't mind, like I'd like to do a reading for Rishika just real quick. Just because you're heading out. Space Vibes, I don't want to keep you like if you have to head out, so. But I will go ahead and do a reading. And if you can timestamp around like the 53-minute mark, you can always come back and watch this and get your reading. So will S ask you out, Rishika? So we get Black Hole. Just going to reshuffle. I also forgot a card right here anyways. Will S ask Rishika out? Eight of Wands. I'm getting like, don't worry about it. The 10 of Earth. And 20, dark matter, unseen forces at work. I think there's, it could go well. Just if I were to read the cards really quick, my vibe is that like there might be more in store for you. There's more opportunities. This isn't like a no, but it's just like, don't worry about it. Like, I think if S is really, really interested, that they will ask you out. But let me just like try and get a yes or no. Will they ask you out? Judgment, prioritization, analysis, practicality. They might be too focused on finances, on earth-based things at this time. So try not to worry. Remember that you are worthy and that you deserve someone who actually prioritizes you. So if S is not prioritizing you right now, I'm getting don't worry about it. And yeah. You're welcome, Ruth Tan. I'm sorry I couldn't be more specific. I feel like that was the message that I could get. And I remember that you were like asking about loans in the past as well. I feel like mostly you're going to work from the ground up and get support and things will work out and you will build your finances yourself as well as get any loans that you might need along the way. Yes, we're still live. Hopefully we're still live. I'm not sure if my video cut out. But yeah. You're welcome, Rishika. I know it wasn't very specific either, but I'm glad I could do a quick reading. Good night. And thank you for joining and for subscribing and following on Instagram. Hi, Mika. Oh, okay. And then I don't remember if Space Vibes. So yeah, Space Vibes might have headed out already, so unfortunately I can't well can't do a reading this time around. But hopefully I catch Space Vibes in a future live stream. So next we've got Chiwe. What are my dreams trying to tell me? Have been having crazy dreams about different animals on different nights. My mind has been all over the place because of my breakup and upcoming travels. Wow. I think you're going through a major transition in life, major transformation, and your dreams are going to be all over the place because it's like so many downloads on your mind replaying how things maybe should have gone or how you wished they had gone, how they could have gone, things like that. You're like playing out all the possibilities and working through it and sorting through any feelings of regrets and making your peace with what has happened, what is currently happening, and making your peace with what is going to happen, as well as still giving yourself time to reflect and decide if what is going to happen, if that's what you want, or if it's like what you need or don't want or don't need, and so forth. So that's what I'm getting because I've been having really, really interesting dreams lately, and that's the vibe I'm getting right now. So, what are your dreams trying to tell you? Five of Wands, yeah, intentions, strategy, and conflict. Yeah, that maybe you've got some internal conflict about all the shifts that have been taking place in your life lately. But you're also strategizing. So, it's like, you're in alignment in a lot of ways, but you're still having some things to work through, which is normal. That's natural. Even when we're doing what we want to do or what we are meant to do or feel guided to do, sometimes we will still feel really stressed or really unsure. But we get Mars, vitality, aggression, and action. So I think it's reigniting more passion to keep you interested, to keep going, to keep guessing, to keep trying, things like that. And motivating you to focus on certain things. You'll like have a certain dream, and then throughout the day, you'll be thinking about that as you go about your day. These are perhaps clues to help guide you in the right direction. So, what specifically is it trying to guide you towards? Is there a specific? Three of Earth, Leo Minor, development, apprenticeship, and initiation. With the Queen of Wands, self-worth, vanity, and pride, Cassiopeia. I think it's a time to get learning, to learn something new, to build a new physical skill. I think a lot of us are in that mode lately of like developing some skills. My boyfriend is literally developing Blender skills right now. It's a like art slash programming kind of a application. So yeah. And I'm learning game development. So this is like maybe it's motivating you to learn some sort of new skill. It's initiating you into what you feel is your calling to practice and to grow with and to learn about. So that's what I'm getting. Maybe that's why I had the raccoon. Yeah, it was already for you. It's been a bit confusing on many levels. Sort of know what you're doing. Yes. Trying to learn about a new diet. Oh, yes. If you're a fan of the idea of plant-based, I've got recipes for you. You might see recipes that I share on my Instagram story. I don't share all of them because my Instagram story would be flooded with so many recipes, but I watch a lot of them and I save a lot of them. So that's really interesting. Also been looking at astrocartography. I was literally thinking that you might have been learning more about the stars because Cassiopeia is a constellation, and Leo Minor is also a constellation. So that's really cool. Whole new lifestyle altogether. Yeah. And then let's pull a card on here. What are your dreams trying to tell you? We get this card again. Yeah, to shine your light. Yeah, literally shine. Take the spotlight, take the attention. You deserve it. We all do. I'm learning these messages from an Instagrammer called the Jeffrey Marsh. They are so cool. And I love like every video that they post. But anyways, we also get alligator, but first we're getting integrate and butterfly. So butterfly is about transformation. And then this is like light and shadow, the star and this like dark feather. And the alligator is the integration card, like integrate these together, work with the land and the sea of like partially above water, partially below water. Like, you're integrating, you're like being who you are and combining the different aspects of your life and your journey. So all these different sides of the world in you are coming together, all these changes. And it's so you can integrate them all into one beautiful masterpiece. So that's what I'm getting. Wow. Congrats, Margaret, going back to college this summer. Yes, diet and stuff. That's been a really big thing for me. We've had to shift our mindset with that because we've had some health scares with our gut, with my kidneys, and like things like that. You're welcome, Chiwe, and thank you for donating. I'm going to continue on the list. If I've missed anyone, please let me know. Hey! Wow! Hi, Trey. Mr. Scorpion. Kombucha for the guts. Yeah, it's a very specific, it is / was a very specific like gut issue. It's just something to do with our whole lifestyle and like what we have and what we need to work towards. But yeah. Yeah. I feel that, Chiwe. Wow. How are you doing, Mr. Scorpion? Of course I still remember your own name. Literally, so Trey Stars, this is story time. Since I'm not sure where we're at with their readings now, since I completed the donation readings, but some story time. Back when I hadn't done any readings for anyone, and I had no idea, and I had like tried my very first reading on myself, where I like wrote down what I thought the cards were saying and stuff like that. I reached out, I think through Rainbow Harmony's channel, and found Trey Stars, and their YouTube name was Mr. Scorpion, and because they wanted a reading, and I reached out on there and was like, I'd love to give a reading if you're down, and I did a reading. I spelled their name and everything with the cards. That's one of my favorite ways to do readings, by the way. For those of you who remember that in like my first years on this channel, I very often would spell words with the cards. But yeah, have a good night, Chiwe. Thank you as well. Sleep well. And Happy New Year, everybody. But yeah, we did the reading, and yeah, Trey Stars was one of my very first subscribers on this channel. So that's my story time. And yeah, at that time it meant a lot to me, and it still means a lot to me now. Whoa, that's really cool. Yeah, I want to get back into pulling cards for myself. like say like a card for the day to kind of see the vibe of the day's energy, things like that. But yeah. So yeah, if anyone remembers the list, um, let me know. I think that Bianca is definitely on the list. Margaret as well. So let's do Bianca. Or if Sleepy, if you're still here, I'm so sorry. If you're still here, please let me know. I'd absolutely love to do a reading. And that's a good question, Effie. Oh, and I really want a bunch of new decks in the future. I want to get myself some new games first. But yeah. So yeah, if Sleepy is still here, let me know. We're gonna move forward and do Bianca's reading. Dark Mirror Oracle. That sounds really cool. I might just search that so I have it in my history in case I ever save it. Ooh. I like these cards. Whoa. I won't cry for you. Whoa, that's relatable. I'm thinking about, the roommates. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not crying for them. Like, yeah. Yeah. Wow. Aw. Oh, thank you. Passion writer. Wow. This means a lot to me. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Bianca. I saw you donated as well. I can tell everyone. Oh, new beginnings coming my way. I can tell everyone's literally supporting me, even though I can tell everyone's also. I don't want to say struggling because, like, if that's not how anyone feels, but like, I can just tell, like, we're all just trying our best, and it's just this means a lot to me. So, I really appreciate the donations. I just checked everyone through my email. And yeah, I moved and I hope I can return the favor someday. I'm hoping with game development, I can get some games out there and maybe I'll like whoosh, blow up in the game community. And I'd really love to give back much, much more. Oh, I love that card or that deck, Oracle Deck of the Unicorns. I think I have that deck. My cards are still really spread out, so I'm not going to go grab it, but yeah. Okay. What will February bring me this month? Breaking out of some cycles in terms of like this mentality that you're like not going to make it, or that if you don't keep going, or like if you don't focus on survival, that like things won't work out. There's like this fear-based energy of like, I gotta keep going, gotta keep going. If I don't do this, if I don't do that, like, which I'm relating to as well. But I'm getting February, what it's going to bring us and bring you, of course, is breaking out of that mindset, breaking free from that trap, that mental trap where we think and feel stuck in our situation of always needing to survive. So I think February is going to bring you lots of opportunities to really grow and get an opportunity to shine your light as well. Trying to move out of this toxic environment, what we're doing as well. Yeah, I've learned that so much of our situation is due to just the toxic environment and things that were way beyond outside of our control, that was never our fault to begin with. So I feel like you're breaking out of that, out of this place where you're always in survival mode. That's the word I was thinking. So the Eight of Swords is like mentally being stuck, but it's like you could free yourself. The Eight of Swords reverse with the Three of Swords is like you are freeing yourself. Yeah, and to me, the Three of Swords in this card is like a survival instinct, survival mode, feeling like serious and like you have to keep your guard up and everything, but you're hurting because it's like your body's like going through a lot by always like having to find with the bare minimum, so to speak, you know? So it's like I'm sure you can relate with a toxic environment. It's like a place that's meant to not set you up for success. Like while also one judging you for not being successful. Toxic environments don't make any sense. And honestly, you're getting out of that. And then the toxic environment won't have anything to latch onto and blame and judge and like hurt. They'll only have themselves at that point and everything will catch up. I believe in karma. I do. And not in the terms of like as like a punishment system, but just that the energy we give out, we deserve it to mean something. So when you put out good vibes, we deserve that to mean good vibes, to receive good vibes, because it's who we are. Putting out harmful energy, that when it comes back, like those people least expect it, and they're like, "What? Taking accountability over my harmful actions? What?" Like, yeah, karma is our own. It's what you do with your energy and what you choose to manifest. So it's like people think karma is like this punishment system that like is outside of their control, but it's really a lesson learning system of an energy expression, an accurate flow of energy, that what you give out is what you will receive. So Bianca, you're so sweet and you're going to break free from that environment is what I believe. That's what's coming through is what I think. Yeah. 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 Close ones. For me, very much so, like biological family members. Well, not always, but be the first to hurt. Yes, our actions, behaviors are our karma. Yeah. So I think you deserve to break free from that. Sometimes when it's like family or close ones, we feel this expectation that they have to be what our life is about. Doesn't. Like your life will constantly expand and you'll be surrounded by so much kinder, more loving energy that accepts you. And that's your true family. Those are your true close ones. And it will actually be really healthy and healing. And everyone like cares about each other, doesn't judge where they're at or where you're at. And I feel like it'll be great. And I think that's manifesting every day. So February, what is coming in this February for you? The Two of Wands, incubation, pregnancy, nurture, as well as justice. This is the karma card. Social justice, radical effort, rebellion. It also says Aquarius. And then the devil card, Andromeda, burden, baggage, self-oppression. So what is building in you is this sense of right from wrong, justice, of believing that things will turn out right, and like having sympathy and empathy, still like having a heart for the shadow energies. I feel like you don't look at the people who've harmed you in an inaccurate light. I think you see them for who they are. You see the bad, the ways that they've been able to hurt you and others, but you still see how they're like a real person and everything, how the good, so to speak. You have a lot of love and acceptance, even though these people have hurt you. So I feel like you're learning how to like let go of these chains that bind you to the environment and to the situation. I'm glad to hear. Wow. Oh, I can definitely relate. And yeah, things are shifting. I feel like you've got some plans in motion where you're like, you'll be moving quite soon. I think you've got moving plans going on. And this is probably the year that you move out or that you leave, or the year where you have certainty that it's happening and that you're getting the resources that you need. Sometimes it's timing. Sometimes it's not that you need anything really specific, but just that there's just a time for it to happen. Yes, I'm glad that you've got those plans in motion. That's really cool. Mars, wormhole, binary system. Yeah, I feel like you and the moving plans are like gravitating towards each other because that place like attracts like, you know? It's like you like the idea of a safe home. A safe home likes the idea of a loving, safe, deserving person, you know? And we're all deserving of that. Um, but yeah, you appreciate and you will care for that environment. So there's an attraction going on there. So keep falling in love with your dreams. Keep falling in love with yourself, your life, your journey. And it's like going to keep attracting towards you. So, yeah. And I think February is bringing that in a lot. And I think maybe, so we've got the number 4, we've got 19 and 13. So maybe you think it's about 19 months away or 19 weeks away, but maybe it's actually 4 to 13 weeks or months away that some finalized opportunities will manifest right in front of you that tell you actually you're leaving sooner. Like maybe you don't have a specific date, but soon you'll have a date. Playlist My. Hello. How are you? I'm doing good. Welcome. It's been a while. Yeah, I think some really major resources are coming in this February. Does anyone else get chills when you watch a pick a card reading and the tarot reader says exactly where you're at right now and your situation? Yes, I do. I absolutely do. It's been a while since I have because I don't have time to, I shouldn't say I don't have time, but I haven't carved out the time to get back into watching my favorite YouTube channels and readings and to like find readings. I still see them here and there, but I miss so many of them. I wish I was more able to watch everyone's content and really show my support. Um, but yes, I do get chills when that happens. Whoa. Thanks. It's like, it's so flattering. So yeah, I think that's what I've got for you, Bianca. I think that's a really good February. I feel like a lot of key components are coming in. More resources, more downloads. This is every day, every week, every month, every year. We're always growing and evolving and changing. And then we've got the 5 of Wands in the back, which is like, yes, maybe you'll also be working through a lot of internal conflicts throughout February that maybe there's still plenty of healing that you'll be doing as well. Whoa. Aw. That's my favorite thing about readings. The chills, the emotions, where it's like part of you believes it, the other part of you is like, it's too good to be true. How clearly something bigger exists, that we're a part of something much bigger. I'm literally quoting Beyonce right now, the song Bigger. It's like I cry when I hear that song. It's like the idea that we're important and that we mean something and that luck is on our side, and that like synchronicities are real. All of this, like the emotions are really, really powerful because we can doubt ourselves so much because this world treats us like a certain way, and it's like totally not right. But yeah, and then it's like the happiness, the joy of like, wow, like seeing people out there who agree with you, who get it, all of that. ARB, hi. I think I've seen you here a number of times. So hello again. Just been watching this for a minute, and thank you. And I love the compliments. I really appreciate everyone's kind words. Yes, yeah, Trey, that you just put what I've been thinking into words really clearly. I feel like this is a month for all of us, or a lot of us, to really be coming out of our shells. Like I am really, really evolving or something when it comes to like my game development, to my confidence, to putting myself out there again. This channel is a really good outlet for that for me. I'm really trying to remind myself that we are all stars and we all deserve to shine. Wow, you're absolutely welcome, ARB son. I'm glad that they resonate. You're welcome, Bianca. Whoa. Pasta shells. It's synchronistic. So, anyone else would like a reading? Let me know. ARB, if you want a live reading, I'm happy to give you one. Margaret is still there on the list, of course. Trey, if you'd like a reading, I'd love to do one. I think everyone here is maybe the last on my list. I'm thinking of keeping this down under 2 hours. Effie, what is something new I should try? Are you talking about food or just like in general? Because I'm seeing Margaret's message right above. So I'm like, vegan pasta shells. Yay, cool. So yeah, we'll do Margaret, we'll do Effie. Okay, cool. Question reading. I was pretty sure. ARB son, if you'd like a reading as well. I think that's everyone. What is something new you should try? Cool. Pisces, subconscious indecision, critique, sensitivity. Effie, I am getting something new you should try. Is something to explore with yourself. Get intimate with yourself. Get honest. Get open. All that good Pisces-ness. Really tune into your subconscious. Yeah. Satellites, support, attraction, companionship. I think this is talking about desire, attraction. It could be like sexuality as well, exploring like that side of your life. So maybe this is talking about love and romance. It doesn't have to be with a person. But it absolutely could be if you're interested in like relationships, so to speak, or if you already have a relationship with someone, like a romantic one, like a bond. This could be like exploring new things with your partner. But yeah, delving into your shadow work, your shadow journey. I think that has a lot to do with Pisces energy, with the two fish of like light and shadow. And this doesn't have to be like a romantic physical thing with a partnership either. This is like a support group thing, if anything, like a partner who can like you can like share your deep thoughts with, deepest, darkest thoughts is something that comes to mind when you bring up the word shadow work. So sharing intimacy, more of yourself with the world, opening up about some things. Maybe that's new to you to do that. We all always have something still that we kind of tuck away deep inside. I have that. I like literally with you, my boyfriend, like I'll share something, but even after I've shared it, I tuck it away again and it's like hidden, even though I've already shared it. And it's like new opening up about it all over again. So it could even be something that you've already opened up about. But yeah. Hi, Savannah Ross. I remember your name. I'm like 99% sure. Hello. That's reminding me that I didn't respond to one of my friends' not like email, but like email DM. It's a little confusing, but I should read that. But hi. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting, Effie. I know this is like really, really deep, so I hope it's okay that I'm saying all this. The Magician, Aries, leadership, impulse, and yeah, like, and this could be with yourself. You don't have to with another if it's more like you need to admit things to yourself instead and be there for yourself. But yeah, this is like more spiritual based, definitely like internal based, about acceptance and things like that, and like really like harnessing support and acceptance and love for yourself. Maybe not only with yourself, but like with a partner, I'm really feeling, or with like loved ones, like, something along those lines is what I think for like something new to try. So I hope that resonates, Effie. I'm not sure if I got it, or if this is like a totally different message about something else. But that's what I'm getting. 666, raise your vibration. Choose peace and harmony in your thoughts and with others. So yeah, I do think it's about getting closer with like your loved ones or with your support group. And that can be in, okay, cool. I'm glad it resonates. I'm glad it totally resonates. Awesome. So yeah, and this literally was like the same exact message. Literally says raise your vibration, choose peace and harmony in your thoughts and with others. 666. So that was really, really cool. So yeah, and one last thing of something new you should try. Key, unlock. Yeah, open up to those things. And white, purity, innocence, you are safe to do so. Shine your light. Perhaps through your shadow work that you're doing, perhaps shining your light may be the key to healing it. And like, I'm seeing this person as like you, and this like kind of like little lamb in the tree that needs help getting down is like your shadow self, and you're like helping your inner child or the shadow work, like, giving it a home, and like it's really innocent is actually what it is, and you're like coming back together more, reuniting with some parts of yourself that have really needed some love and some light. So yeah. And yes, Savannah Ross, absolutely. We're right at the end of this reading. So there's only a few more people on the list. So yes, you may absolutely ask a question. So wow. That's really cool. Okay, well, let's see. I'm going to do ARB San next. Whoa, we get the Hermit. So I'd like to know if the career path you're doing now, will it be successful? I think it's a journey. I think you're going on a quest right now, and you're going to end up at many different places in life, is what I get. So I think you will be successful, and the path you're on will be successful. But if you're asking if the exact job location that you're at right at this moment in time will be successful, it will be a support that will bring you towards your long-term happiness and well-being and success. You are always successful, of course. We get the Eight of Cups, another like horse. Like, see, this is like a kind of like a dog, and then we've got a horse right here. You're welcome, Effie. I'm glad it was a good reading. Eight of Cups, hiding from judgment, insecurity, pursuit of wisdom, solitary journey, the quest. So I think you're on a journey that's going to have emotional challenges to face along the way, where it's going to be more internal stuff. It's crazy because I've said what I'm doing now will help me support and invest in my other goals. That is really synchronistic. Wow. Yeah, I feel like this is meant to help. And I was sort of thinking like, okay, cool, you didn't say the word face. Maybe I did, but that this journey you're on is going to, yeah, help you face certain emotional challenges, like go into your inner psyche and like really heal. Kind of like therapy. Like life might be a sort of a therapy, like a life journey, a quest of self-discovery and self-acceptance. So yeah, I think like it's those other goals, and like everything that you want to experience is meant to be successful then, is what I think. So yes, that's what I've got. Let's pull some more cards. And I'm glad. Thank you. I really like the confirmations you're giving me. I appreciate that. Nebula, theory, ideation, and process. Yeah. Richest man in Babylon. Whoa. So yeah, that might be a book to check out. And then the Nebula card, it's like, I think it's to give you ideas. I feel like you're going to end up somewhere else ultimately, because if the career that you're doing is making you happy and you're not forced to be there or whatever, and that you just choose to be, and it's like amazing and you love the work that you do, then I think you'll know that it's something you'll always want. Like this YouTube channel and the readings, I know I will always want to have a space for this channel in my life. At least for this part of my journey, for who I am right now, which I see myself being who I am for the foreseeable future, which could be the rest of my journey. I tend to be consistent. When I was very, very little, when I was like 2 or 3 years old, I already knew I loved video games. And I told the people who were caretaking me, they asked me what I see myself doing when I was an adult. And I was like, playing video games. And they were like, ha 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 ha. Trust me, you won't be playing video games when you're grown up. Here I am still madly in love with video games. So I don't know what they were talking about. So anyways, it seems a lot of the things we're passionate about tend to follow through for eternity. It's like who we are. We can always transform and grow and everything and become someone new, you know. But yeah, those are some messages. No lie, I'm just sitting here listening and I'm like, wow, I've said this entrepreneur thing I'm doing is just a stepping stone to my other ventures. Yes. Yes. Don't lose sight of that, because that's true. This is like confirmation. It's your journey and it's about yourself. And yeah, definitely am not being forced to do this career, but you enjoy it. And that's even more amazing to hear. It's like, literally, it's like you're on this, like, I don't know, dog. And it's like you can kind of just like sit back and relax and enjoy the scenery, enjoy the journey, while also having to face some really deep emotional challenges, insecurities, doubts, all the good human stuff that comes with being a human, you know? We always have things to work through, to heal through. But yeah, and then we've got Uranus on the back, passion, indulgence, sexuality. Yeah, it's really good and important not losing sight of what you like, what you're passionate about, what you're on the journey for. So yeah, I think for the portion of what it is, this career that you're doing, it's already successful then, since you're enjoying it and that it's like you're seeing it more as a part or a stepping stone for your other ventures. I think in that aspect of what you're wanting it to be, yes, it sounds very successful. Will it be the ultimate stepping stone to your other ventures? I think sometimes we have to like kind of release that expectation a little bit and see what and realize that we can receive abundance in infinite ways, that it can come in the most creative ways. It doesn't have to single-handedly be on that. Like, for example, like I very much hope a lot of the time that my finances can come through the YouTube channel, through readings and all of that. But I found myself manifesting abundance in other outlets and avenues as well. But a really strong corner block, or whatever this saying is, cornerstone, has been readings and donations in this YouTube channel. So I think your career is one of those cornerstones, but that you have infinite cornerstones. Yes. Feel like you're facing a lot of personal things and currently healing. Same. Yeah. It's like, it's so funny how even though we get more good news along the way, that we can still feel so stressed because we know that there's still other pieces that will have to come together for it to actually work in a non-stressful way. And therefore it's stressful because we don't know what all those pieces are. But I think that's part of the healing journey in the process, apparently. Okay, whoa, that card literally flew out. Knight of Wands, adaptability, adjustment, camouflage. So yeah, you'll have to adapt to the situation and be careful about who you share your information with. I feel like you've been learning that maybe you're like learning like you don't need to prove yourself to certain people anymore, that they can watch the result way after you've reached the result. I'm even practicing that with the channel. Like I've got something in motion as that I've been sharing a little bit, that I've got really big news for the channel in April, and I want to share it now, but I've been learning like I gotta be careful somewhat with like energy of what I'm doing, because some forces out there, for whatever reason, they don't have anything other better to do other than like try and get in your way and add stress. Like it's so strange. Even if their goal is that they want you to like go somewhere, they'll still get in your way of doing that. It's very strange. I'm just kind of talking about my personal situation. But yeah, so Knight of Wands, it's like energy coming through is like you'll adapt to your situation and you'll share with the right people, and you're learning to camouflage your energy from the people who are going a different way than you. So you're like finding the flow. You're finding your soul tribe, so to speak, the people that you really vibe with, who are here to help. So that's really cool. Um, and yeah, that's what I've got for you. So exchange of energy consumption. Yeah, you're like walking away from the energy that's like that doesn't have your best interest in mind. And you're going towards people who do have your best interest in mind. So yeah, that is definitely a big part of the journey, and like something that might be just internal even that you're working through. And hi, baby Fantasia. Yes, you absolutely may ask a question. Anyone who I'm like really familiar with, if you pop up here in my live stream, I'm definitely doing a reading with you. But yeah, I am heading out soon. So like my like official list to like, I guess like new people and stuff is closed. But everyone that I recognize that I know, like we're gonna finish up here with readings. Hi. Same. ARB San says, sometimes I'm amazed that I get through my stresses. Relatable. That happens with us too. Like we'll have like an issue and then like we don't know how we're gonna figure it out. And then time passes and we've long since figured it out. Like we stress about money and then like we just spend it anyways and it's fine. Yeah. It's funny. If you want, yeah, you can use this mouse pad. Nope, there's not a list. There's a bit of a wait because I'm doing readings that as I see them. So just ask your question and I'm gonna go through. If you scroll up a little bit, you'll see ARB San's question. I just did their reading. Now I'm gonna do, I think Trey is next. And then Savannah has a question. Here you go. Yeah. And then I think you, baby Fantasia. So I think that's the list. It's like an unofficial list. And anyone who is able and willing or able and wanting to donate, I have donation links below. And please let me know if you do, because I like to give public shout outs to those of you. Let me scroll back up. Oh, wait. Yeah. Trey and then Savannah. Yes. So, Trey, what do my spirit guides want me to know? I feel like truth has always been a really big thing for you, and like speaking your truth and like getting to open up about your truth and not having to like hide it anymore, and like not having to like try and fit in when you feel like fitting in means like fitting a mold, you know? So I feel like that's always been a really big thing for you. What do your spirit guides want you to know? 9 of Swords. Whoa. I feel that energy. And I think I like this energy, even though 9 of Swords is usually like a really spooktastic energy. Secret dealings, rumors. These are some words on the card. And then we get the Emperor moving forward with some secret, some deep down truths that you know. And like maybe some things about life that have really hurt you. And you're like, oh, why did this happen? Like allowing yourself to feel maybe hurt or anger or pain for things that have been hurtful or painful, you know? Being wronged ever. True. Yeah. I feel like you're very big on truth. I think a Scorpio energy is a lot like that in general. And then the Emperor says reputation, showmanship, chivalry, and loyalty. So yeah, I feel like those deep things that you know are important, and that just for authenticity, just for who you are, it's like spirit is saying like keep sharing and expressing them. Like you're always being seen because you always are there for your experience, you know? Like I'll vlog and I'll talk to myself and sometimes I'll never even upload it, but I still feel like I got to speak it out to the universe and to myself, and that for that, it's like always there. Of course, it's a lot more validating too when like people show up and see it or watch it or read it or like, relate or like respond, or like when you guys leave comments, like it shows me, wow. Or when I get views, I'm like, what? People are here for me. Like, it is very, very validating, and we all deserve that. But what was I going to say? Oh, but even when that happens, because I'm sure you've gotten that at times in life, of course, I think we all end up finding that like validation from the outer world at times. Not necessarily always, even though we deserve it to be always, but very, very specific times when sometimes we almost lose hope. Suddenly we get a little like spark of like, reassurance that people care, things like that. Um, and as you know, even when that happens, it still sort of is a fleeting feeling. So keep doing it for yourself. Keep being there and like keep being true to who you are and like speaking your truth and standing up for what you believe in and living the life that you believe in. It feels like a long wait to get on our journey, but if we technically have eternity to be on a journey, what's the hurry? And we feel this hurry because here on earth, we feel like we have limited time. Maybe here at this place in time and everything, and this particular save file of life, maybe it is limited, but we probably have eternity to be honest. We probably do. So what's the rush? So maybe it's a journey. Yeah. Whoa. Margaret, that's so interesting that like you picked up on that because yeah, Trey does a lot of energy with or energy work with like paranormal stuff. And I think like dragons is one example. Um yeah, just that's a whole like can of worms that I know like both you and Trey like have more expertise in. But yeah, it's nice to know what we are doing is acknowledged. Exactly. Since you turned 16, your journey to find who you truly are was important. Well, let me just read that exactly how it is, because yeah, ever since I turned 16, my journey to find who I truly am was important. Yes. I think for me it was around that time too. I don't remember exactly when. It was like around, I mean, it was kind of always happening, but it really, like, I met certain people that really opened me up more and more and more. And it was by like my junior year that I met someone really important for that, who then abandoned me later on. But hey, that's fine. Like, I'm where I am now. um, but yeah, it was around my junior year in high school, which is like around the time I was 16. Mortician. Whoa. Continue helping the deceased move on and pay rent. Whoa. I think that fits you, to be honest. That's really cool, Margaret. It reminds me of Nancy Drew, the the recent Nancy Drew show, which I have mixed feelings about by this point. I was hoping it would go a different direction a lot of the time now, but that's okay. But yeah, let's just draw a few more cards. The Magician, and then we've got the Moon card. Secrets, mystery, and cycles manifesting from that place, from what you deep down know is true. The Lover's card, Cancer, family, affection, loved ones, connection. Share, yeah, I think you're gonna keep meeting more loved ones, Trey, that really connect with your truth. And I think that's really, really important. And like what you're feeling called to do with the Hierophant on the back of the deck. And things will like come into place over time. I feel like your life might sort of be playing out like a movie, you know? How many of you out there relate to that? That you feel like your life is sort of like a movie. And now, like, it doesn't turn out as perfectly as the movies have, how quickly they do, because a movie is like 1 hour, 2 hours, you know, and then everything comes together. But like a really long movie then. Death Duala. Talking about shadow work and help guiding others, why I believe the things I went through, I chose to experience. To help people relate, to help people who relate and help them work through it and get through it. Yeah. I've been seeing that too. I've been like realizing maybe some of the reason why I went through these things is to help others. Yeah. Same. Effie says, my experience has been mostly shadow work. So yeah, I hope that was a good reading, Trey. Savannah, what does my ex, Alex, think and feel for me currently? Yeah, it really does turn out to be for your best interest. And it really is painful. Like, it can be physically painful. And if it does, the pain is honestly quite unfair. Like, just truly. Like, we don't deserve to have to be put through what we get put through. But I feel like it's still teaching us something. And we can heal through it. But yeah, what does your ex, Alex, think and feel for you currently? I put some different spots for that. Thoughts, feelings, current energy, current action or goals with you. So thinking the death card. So we get satellite, the moon card. So I think they think about you a lot, and they still think about the synergy between the two of you. The love, the mutual love there, and how many cycles you've gone about it, and how many endings. Maybe there's been a lot of on and off that has happened that ultimately resulted in this maybe recent ending of things, or it's been a while now since like it's your ex, but like they're thinking about you and all these cycles that happens in their life when it comes to endings of relationships. Perhaps we aren't talking right now. He's in California, I'm in Texas. I was living with him, but you moved out. So you were living in California and then you moved out to Texas. We are going to have a baby together. Wow, the companionship card and support. So like, yeah, I do think like, then yeah, I think he thinks about still supporting and the cycles of how even though things seem to always have ended and stuff, that like it is on and off. So I feel like he thinks that there's still gonna perhaps be more, but he acknowledges things being over. Prudence, hi, how are you doing? I definitely know there's been a lot of stuff that you've gone through on your journey as well. We were just all relating. It's been a really long time, tongue twister, since we've talked. I hope you're doing well. Last I remember, you're like having your massage therapy practice, like working through like. Well, I probably shouldn't. Sorry, privacy. I don't know how comfortable you are with things being shared publicly, but yeah, there was a specific time. I'm glad you're doing great. Thank you. Yeah, things are moving forward on my journey officially, but I'm not going to announce things on the channel until April. What? Well, congratulations. I want to know your kid's sign or birthday. Noah. And I just read that it's intense, waiting for him to reach out. Yeah. Sagittarius. Whoa, December 9th, 2020. My birthday is March 9th. That's really cool. That's really hard. That's really hard, Savannah. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, feel free to reach out. I'm still very spotty. I'm on and off with showing up on the channel, but yeah. He has your heart. I think you have his. Like that's it, or that's what's coming through thoughts. But let's get with the feelings. So how is he feeling about you currently? We've got Seven of Pentacles, so stuck where he's at physically. The Lover's card, Cancer, family, affection, loved ones, connection, and the Two of Cups, exchange, rhythm, and unification. So I'm getting that even though you're distant and far apart, that there's still this unified love between the two of you. So I'm hoping maybe what the breakup was about was distance, but that you still love each other, but for whatever reason, like, are separated physically through literal distance, like it's because of the moving. Wait, ARB son, did you have a different name before on the channel? I think Ayana? Because if so, we've talked about sharing a birthday. But if not, then you are now the third person that I know, including myself, who shares March 9th. You're a Pisces. But also, if you are that person, then it's just back to us two again. We fought a lot, and then you just packed and left and came to Texas. I have some loved ones who also, not through fighting, but they left this place and moved to Texas. Wow. That sounds really, really difficult, but still a lot of love. Okay. And then I pulled 3 cards aside. So that was thoughts and then feelings. This is my name. ARB. Always. But yeah, wow. Then I know now 3 people who share a birthday, March 9th. I love March 9th. It's March squared. Oh, you want to go back? I had a feeling. I relate to you, Savannah. I'm like, self-worth. And then I do my thing. And I'm like, but I still love the person. That was still really messed up, but I'm so forgiving and I'm so nice that I suppose I'll come back, So if you relate to that, let me know, because that's how I am. I'm like, yeah. My sense of self-worth is really, really strong. Yeah, I'm glad you relate. It's funny. And yeah, I was pretty sure you're a separate person from, I think, Ayana. Yeah, because I remember your name, ARB-san. Miss them a lot. So yeah, this is some future energy. I pulled 3 other cards aside for maybe his actions or the events that are going to take place, perhaps. Obviously, a potential outcome to take place, since the future is always changing. We've got 6 of Earth, Dorado. I feel like reading that to you for some reason. Investment, value, risk. 3, Earth, home, healing, protection. And 10 of Wands, observation, big picture, discovery. Telescopium, reticulum. Telescopium, reticulum. Yeah. maybe this is like, well, this is either you letting go of some heavy energy. I think this is like you took a risk, you moved to a new home to take care of yourself or to build a new home that was a safe environment for you and your baby because it's really important. It's very intense. You're literally like the health of yourself and your baby are like connected. So it's like you really need to put yourself first. And you went through this sort of stressful move to also let go and de-stress and to feel better. So I feel like your priority is taking care of yourself and your baby and healing. So I feel like that's just some future energy that's continuing, that what you did is paying off. I think your move to Texas was the right move for you and for your kid, for your baby. So yeah. And Prudence just had a child about not like 2 years ago, but about a year and a half. Um, so it's like she's vibing. Hi, Star Bright. Hello. 14 months. Yeah, so not quite a year and a half. But wow. And that is so exciting. Good, good, good. I got an update on my Cash App. There was like an error, and it scared me last night, but they fixed it, so I feel better. So yeah, I'm not sure what's to come if you're planning to move back or what. I think you're gonna keep doing what feels right for you and what feels worth it, and it's gonna pay off. Like keep trusting yourself. Like this is some confirmation that you made the right choice, and you're gonna continue to make the right choice. So yeah. So yeah, I think Alex is your ex is thinking about what he could be losing and missing out on, and emotionally feels stuck where he's at. Feels like he can't get up and just move, realizing how much of a boss you are that you can uh, just like just simply due to your life circumstances or like what you've manifested for yourself and so forth. So I feel like he's in this like reevaluation period, some sort of reflective period, and feels stuck and is like going through the cycles and like trying to go through like an ego death is what I'm getting. So he might be changing, um, transforming, going through a transformation for the better. So I'm really hopeful and optimistic about everything. Hi everyone. I'm so sorry. I'm actually closing up on the readings for today. I will try to be back sometime before this week is over. So if you want to like this video and subscribe, and if you hit the notification bell, you should be notified when I go live next. But yeah, it's hard though. Your baby needs you to put you first. You need to look after yourself. And in that way, you are putting your baby first. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, I know, like, I can't relate per se, but like, yeah, like, I get that. Thank you for understanding, Wiggle. Baby Fantasia, I think you are up. I remember last time we did a reading, things were really, really, really intense. I hope things have been looking up lately. I know you've been through a lot. So I hope some new energy has come into your life, maybe even familiar, that feels like energy never dies, that it simply transforms. Yeah, my final reading is going to be with Margaret. Yeah, of course. I'm glad things have calmed for you. And then after Baby Fantasia, I think I have enough energy to do a reading for Prudence if you want a reading, Prue. And then Margaret after you, and then that will be my finalized list for today. Experience from the past. Your question is an experience long forgotten years ago, but felt the urge to understand what it was just recently. Long story short, I was sitting in my room and it was very quiet, just drawing. All of a sudden, I hear this beautiful voice. It was surrounding my whole body in 360. Where'd it go? And heard it inside my body. Oh, I've had this happen. Mine was like a spooktastic experience, but I know that like sort of feeling. I've never experienced this before. It was such a beautiful voice. It had a vibrato. Ooh, I can assume it was an angel, but I would like to know if spirit can tell me who or what it was. I felt really calm and was never afraid. If you play Zelda series, the newer games, the voice sounded near to the in-game female character voices. I've watched the trailer. If it's the one where they're like, Link, wake up, and then like he does from that trailer. If it's that voice, just like let me know, like yes, it's that voice. But if it's not that character, then I'm not sure. But like I've played a lot of Zelda or a good amount of Zelda, so I kind of get the vibe. It's like but it's quick, but it was so beautiful and had an angelic vibrato to it. Forgot that memory. Oh no, like Twilight Princess. Oh, okay. I think I know that voice. Like Midna. Never asked anyone what it was all these years, but it was so vivid, the sound. I never experienced it before. I want to know what or who it was. So a long time ago this happened, and it like you remembered it all of a sudden just recently, and you're wondering who or what it was. And I'm glad we can relate on Zelda. And Twilight Princess is one of the games I actually played through. Um, I never beat the game, but I played like a lot of it around 2014. Wow, that was like 6 years ago. I hear you saying yes to something. There's a really long delay on my live stream, so. Are there alien races that look out for some humans? Like blue avians. Yeah, who or what was it? I'm gonna start with like a familiar energy or like a future familiar energy. One of those two. Higher the number, the more future based. Lower the number, the more definitely someone based. You got the Four of Wands. So I think it's like loved ones that you have met, that you were going to meet. Performance, acting, ego. Four of Wands. 256. I think it is like, I think it was like the voice and the energy of someone calling out to you who you were going to meet, either like shortly after that point or like now. Since it's been 6 years and I was getting 4 to 6 because the Four of Wands and then the 6. So it's like maybe it was the voice of like energy that you were gonna meet, come into union with, this year. This might be the year that you're coming together with a very important person or energy. It could be like animals, just really important loved ones that you're finally coming together with. So that's what I think with the Four of Wands. Let's see. Was it anything else other than that? And of course, it's just one reading. You can always meditate on it and grow. And it's like your experience. So it's like, I think you sort of get to decide, and like your intuition will tell you. And I think things will be revealed in time. The Justice card, 11, Aquarius, social justice, radical effort, rebellion, as well as Two of Wands. Yeah, I feel like it's a specific person that you're coming together with. Maybe right now. Yeah. Was the only time that has happened ever since. I know it's significant. That sounds really, really magical. Maybe it was your future self inspiring you to get through the last 6 years to make it to where you are today. The potential of you and your voice and who you are and the energy that you give, and that this has like an attraction energy that exists outwardly too. So I think you'll still be able to manifest like some sort of physical form of like another person that sort of reflects this back to you. And I think you've seen versions of that throughout the years. So I think it's two things. I think there's someone that you could very well be coming together with. And I also think that it was like your future self. Oh my God, my voice was so beautiful. Correction is so beautiful. So maybe it's like, know that your ability to hear beauty counts as your voice too. I speak my truth. Hello. Hi. You think like it could be my higher self? Yeah. That's what I think. I still like, I hope that that there's like a point in our journey that we like get to know like what was that, like for sure, like definitely type of a thing. Oh, cool. I'm glad that you caught me live. I'm trying to remember. I'm sorry. My memory's not clear. Sarah? Is it Sarah? Though you could be someone else. But I'm doing good. I hope you're doing well too. But yeah. And then on top of that, I think it's still like manifesting a person as well. If I told the average person, that person would probably freak out, but it was so calm and full of comfort. Yeah. I think like you really connected with the energy so it didn't frighten you. And that like you really vibed with it. Oh, okay. So you're new to my live. We spoke like years ago, maybe 2019. Wow. Yeah. I'm not sure I remember. Thank you for saying hello. As you can see, it's been a bumpy ride, but I'm still here. The way the sound conveyed sounded like they have no language. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, it could be a future person who is coming into existence. Wow. Mickey. Hello, Mickey. And just letting everyone know that I'm heading out really soon. So I'm only doing 2 more readings after this. A reading for Prudence and then a reading for Margaret. And then I'll be heading out. No, that was me. Yeah, I was in a toxic situation. I still am, but I'm getting out. At that time, I did get out for about 6 months. Then I had to come back, and here I am. But I don't want to spoil for the channel, but yeah, I'm getting out of my situation. So for those of you who are here, basically around April, I will be moving. So that's the really big news. But shh, don't tell anyone. I'm supposed to announce this later on the channel. But yeah, that's what my big news is. Thank you. I speak my truth. You're welcome, ARB-san. I hope you have a good one. Stay blessed. Arwen! Hello. I've missed you. I really wish I could give you a reading. I'm tapping out soon, though. I'm going to flip a few more cards for Baby Fantasia. And if I can somehow get any sort of a read on who or what that energy was. A dove, peace. Literally the vibration of peace. North Carolina is calling to you. Wow. I say go there. Go where you're feeling called to go. Thank you. I'm happy to hear from you. I hope you're doing well as well. Let's see. Is there anything else we could say about this? Smoke and visions. I think it was like, of course, the universe, which we gathered that much. You just said it as peaceful. Whoa. Wow. Anything else? Oh, gotcha. Starfish, safe passage. Yeah, definitely a safe energy. I feel like it was a tunnel, an energy of like light to pave a path or to like illuminate a tunnel to provide you safe passage on your journey. 1111, spiritual awakening. You are on the right path, journey, pathway, passage. That's really cool. So I feel like it was literally spirit providing a frequency to calm you and give you like love, peace, and hope. And that it somehow like gave you an awakening, perhaps a spiritual awakening that put you on this path. It was like after that, it was like so real that you knew that you had to go on this path and find out more. Yeah. I'm still riding that theory that you're like manifesting some sort of union of sorts. It can be a person or a person who has yet to exist. I don't know. Green, prosperity, health, and abundance. Wow. But yeah, that's what I've got for you, Baby Fantasia. Thank you, Arwen. I hope to get more videos up there. I'm glad you've been keeping busy. Sounds like in a good way. You are welcome. Whoa. Prudence, if you would like a reading, let me know your question or topic on it. I'll always treasure that experience. I'll have some more smoothie. What is the future for me and Declan? Sounds good, Arwen. I'll catch you next time. Should I move up the mountain? I feel like I need to. Is this like a literal mountain, like to literally move and live on a mountain? Or do you mean like move up the mountain, like the obstacles, like climb? Ladybug, luck. Luck is on your side. So I think you are manifesting good luck in terms of the future for you and Declan. Yes, literally a mountain. Seashell, protection. Luck and protection. So I think it's safe. I think should you move up the mountain, feel like you need to, it might be safe and you might actually manifest a lot of luck there because you'll have a lot of space to feel comfortable, to be with the ones you love, things like that. 888, new opportunities and abundance are coming your way soon. So it might be a really good spot for you moving, actually. You have a nice evening too, Arwen. And then, ooh. We got the Four of Wands that like somehow flew out. I don't even know how that happened. And then only one card, I believe, flipped out. And it's apron, service. So I think, yeah, like new opportunities like and services. I feel like the location might actually work for whatever reason. You'll be given the space to do what you want to be doing. Okay, so you won't be going with Deck. Just you and Noah. I see. I think luck will be on your side, and I think you'll come together if that's what you're wanting. But that you need to protect yourself and manifest new opportunities for yourself, given the cards. And I feel like with luck on your side, like you'll do whatever you kind of feel most guided to do. Similar, just too much conflict. It is for protection, yes. So yeah, I feel like doing this will be you'll be doing a good service to yourself and for your child. And I think you're gonna manifest a lot that way because you'll be really setting that intention with the universe that you are like that you deserve being treated with respect and with peace and with love and kindness, with understanding, with mutual efforts. So I think it's like kind of like a power move to choose yourself and to do what's best for you. And I think with luck on your side, it's going to play out for the better, and that it might end up similar to Savannah's situation where the separation could do you some good, where you may both want to come back together. I feel like there's a lot of love there, obviously, due to, what happened, having a kid, most likely, and everything. Um, so I feel like the vibe I'm getting is like, yes, maybe moving out and taking care of yourself and of Noah might be a really good call. I feel like I definitely grew up with parents who did not choose to prioritize taking care of not only themselves, but their children, the very people they brought into this world. And they still don't, pretty much. And I think it's really, really amazing to hear actual, like, people out there who are like doing things literally for actual protection, that you're not going to compromise your safety or well-being just to like stick with a unit, with a person and like a household in a certain way, like living your life and still trying to live your own life and do what's safest and best for you and your child. I feel like is really important. How will Deck respond? I choose Noah over the relationship with his dad. The Tower. I think it'll come as a really big shock because they like never imagined the possibility, possibly, or like it just really shook things up, or they're just like shocked, taken by surprise. Like it really brings in like a reality check, like a whoa, that the way they treat you means something, Pulsar, yeah, like uproot from like comfort and like feeling like this life that they've got built up might feel like it's falling apart for them, for Deck. Maybe this deck is upside down. Yes, conflict is not healthy for a baby. It's protection for him. I love that. Black hole, drain of resources, dangerous undercurrent. Yeah, I feel like they'll end up feeling really desperate to try and like make you change your mind, or like wait, we can come back from this. Hold on, like suddenly they'll like maybe feel that urge of like trying to figure out how to like come back on top, um, to keep life the same, to have the life that they're used to already, things like that. But like literally, like consider your kid. Like exactly, conflict is not good for a baby, let alone anyone. So it's like, yeah. And the Fool, a new, yeah, time or travel, cultures, philosophy, and adventure. So, and then I think how else he'll respond to this is like he still like might want to try and make things work even with the separation. Yeah, that's what I think. The Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like I think obviously he loves you and he's in love. Um so I think like he'll still want to make things work afterwards. And if he somehow didn't, that just shows exactly what kind of person at that point in time that he is, which just shows further that you were right to distance yourself from him and to protect your child, you know? So, like, if he really cares, he will still express an interest and, like, stick around, you know? And if he doesn't, then that will just show, reveal more of those true colors. But I think he's interested still, and I think he'll still want to make things work, even with you making this decision. That's the vibe I get. The Two of Swords. Yeah, I feel like he'll reflect on where things went wrong and might grow through it. Hopefully, Three of Pentacles, work on it, make some real physical changes. So things might turn out for the best. This might have been the wake-up call that he needed. And yeah, I don't think you have to always make one certain plan. You can always change your mind as you go. But this is like the current energy that I got from it. But I hope it's okay that we stop there. I hope that was helpful, Prudence. This is the vibe I get. And yeah, I hope you had a good reading. Margaret, if you're still here, let me know. Whoa. Wow. I wish you the best, Prudence. Aw, you're welcome. Yeah. I hope this was the right message for you. What would you like a reading on, Margaret? I'm glad you're still here. Me too, Prudence. Like, I believe you've gone through so much and, like, you've followed your heart and listened to it and you've made it to here. So chances are that will continue being, like, the right call. Wondering what the same person you're thinking of, wondering what that same person is thinking of / what that person thinks about reaching out or about not yet reaching out. So what this person is thinking of currently, what's on their mind? The Hierophant, staying on their path, doing whatever they're doing, work, upholding some sort of traditions, being right, I don't know. Feeling confident, like they know the answers of what they need to do on their journey. So I think they're focused on life, finances, just like being successful. What does that person think about reaching out? The Hermit. They do think about it, I think, with the Hermit card and the Ace of Wands. And sometimes they get the idea to do it. Like, it's like a good idea and it would be a new thing to have a fresh start, that when they think about it and then like they look within, they do kind of like have that in their mind in terms of like that's what they think about reaching out. It does seem positive, like it would be new and like exciting and that things could come together. What do they think about not reaching out yet? Six of Swords. that it's because they're moving towards peace. Six of Swords is like a card of moving on. The Death card, yeah, moving on and letting things go. So like on the one end, when they think about reaching out, it would be nice and it would be new and revive things. But on the other end, when they think about not reaching out, they think like maybe it's for the best to just like live and learn and to like see where life takes me. Like they don't seem like someone who's too attached to others. They try not to get attached to anyone, perhaps. The Devil's card, yep. And so, though they think this is the peaceful, like, I'm just living my life, no attachments, they create an attachment in that sense. The Devil's card, where they end up shackled by control and rules on how the rules on how to interact with people. Don't hang out too long because then you get attached. Like don't so they are creating this rule set that they go by with the Hierophant card, which is what they're currently focused on. So if I were to choose a mode that they're on, they're probably in the not reaching out mode and like going on that one like with all sorts of confidence. So I feel like most likely they're going to miss out. But like I think when in terms of thinking about reaching out, there's a lot of depth there and it does seem like the right idea and it does sound like a really special connection, like a true soul connection of true love, something that they claimed that they're looking for, yet they don't want to get attached. It's like you kind of got to pick one. Yeah, because when you fall in love, that is an attachment, you know? Maybe it's just about learning that attachments aren't necessarily bad, but that they can be heavy, but that there's still ways to let that heaviness go. Don't let the fear and weight of attachment hold you back from falling in love and experiencing love and experiencing life, is what I would say to him. So yeah, I think he's going to stay in this spot of a constant state of conflict with himself about this, where he may or may not ever really come to a decision in this present moment. But I feel like over a long life, some people out there must eventually go through changes and be like, I can't live like this anymore, and like actually open up and shine their light or something and be honest. You never know. There's someone in my past that I'm like, I've been getting random synchronicities that like this one person still thinks about me and stuff. And maybe they will change and make a U-turn. Maybe they never will, like they're set in doing, but ultimately that's their path to figure out. But yeah, Law looking for true love, also not looking, kind of seems like him. Claims to be a romantic, yet doesn't try. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've met those energies. So yeah, I think like he's still like, open to new experiences and like free spirit, but also like staying in the one spot, like wondering why things don't change when he's not like, yeah, he still has things to figure out. The Chariot. So like I feel like he's working with the energy he's got, and it's just going to be a matter of time to see how much healing he goes through and what he learns out of it. But I feel like as he learns more about the journey, he probably would like to reach out someday when that time comes. And like, depending on timing, things could very well work out. But just remember, his timing is not your timing, and vice versa. So, yeah. I'm just looking at these cards. Okay. Let's just get a few extra cards about him. Red Rose, Enchanted. Yeah, it's definitely an unforgettable connection, though. You're welcome, Margaret. circles completion, and this almost looks like a stopwatch or like a clock or, you know, like a watch. So it's like, yeah, everyone's timing is different. Thank you, Trey. I hope you have a good day too. I think I'm about to head out now as well. I think this is the longest live stream I've done in the last few weeks now. But yeah, thank you everybody. If any of you who ever come across this video, I'm going to start doing a little outro because I'm watching this channel, Brackies, who does this. But anyone who ever wants to, I don't have a Patreon because that's what he says. But if anyone ever wants to support me or donate to this channel or buy me a smoothie, I have donation links in the description box of all my videos. So, I'm glad you caught me live too, Starbright. I'm sorry that I didn't get to do a reading for you. I somewhat remember you. Oh, wait, Stephanie. Wait a second, right? I was like, I know this username, but I don't fully remember. But I'm like, wait a second. Yeah, it's Stephanie.
What?
Yeah. VIP. You know what? Maybe I'll remember more if I make you a moderator. Thank you, Prudence. You too. It was so good to hear from you. And yeah, Stephanie, I'm about to head out. I wonder how February's been going for you. It's been a lot's been happening. I'll catch you up on some big updates later. So if you want to send me an email, or I can send you an email and let you know. But yeah. What? Yes. Yes. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Prudence. Yeah, that was the news. I'm moving. There's not too many people here, so I can say. But yeah, I'm moving officially. Really excited. Yes, I've been on lately. So yeah, my roommates are out of town until this weekend, so I'm trying to make the most of it. If she's okay with like a sort of shorter reading, I'd prefer to like come back later, but we can schedule a time and I can either go live or I can do a pre-recorded reading. Just let her know what type of reading she wants. Let her know I can go live. It can either be during a public live or I could do private like we do with you and me. And then we can book like a time. But yeah, I was using the smoothie to fill up and I'm still getting hungry. So I gotta slow down. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, let her know. And you or her or both of you could reach out to me through email and let me know. Or you can catch me live next time. And we can talk through there. But like just whatever you guys want to do. You know. Yeah. Jamba Juice is so good. Honestly, a big reason why most of their drinks are so good is because they put ice cream in it. But they have plant-based ones too. That's really synchronistic because my sibling got Chipotle yesterday. I might give it a try today. It turned out to only be like $8, which was not bad. So might do that. Wow, so synchronistic. You were at a Target and saw Jamba. My sibling was it Chipotle or got Chipotle? Like, I don't know. All these different synchronicities are lining up. I'm assuming you're talking about Chipotle. But yeah, Jamba's really good. Chipotle. Yeah, I want to try that veggie bowl. I didn't get to try it yesterday, but I'm excited about it. Yeah, like I have their order. And apparently, you can just order extra of everything, pretty much. Yeah, we got extra brown rice, extra black beans, extra fajita veggies, extra salsa, and extra lettuce. Wow.
And sofritas.
And sofritas.
But not extra.
Yeah, but not extra of that. So yeah, we might go there if you. It looks like Michael's getting ready as we speak.
I'm just gonna get the bathroom, but yeah. I'd love to.
But yeah. Whoa. Yeah, Steph does that too. He gets extras of like everything.
Sounds good.
Basically 2 meals.
Whoa.
And she's excited for us. Okay, I'll see you soon. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Steph. Yes, please email me. I got a few donations today, which was very appreciated. So I would absolutely love to do readings for if both you and your mom want to get readings from me. I am so for it right now. I've been like showing up. I'm like, oh, and I saw you were live the other day as well, Steph. I didn't get to tune in, but I wanted to. I mean, I could have, but I was like, I want to tune in when I can actually like donate and like do that and support the channel and everything. But yeah, okay. I will be looking out for your email. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you all for the likes. Feel free to subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to get notified for any future videos or live streams that I do. But yeah. Okie dokie. I'm heading out now.